I have nothing to say for this part. I just want to get into this, so let's go. Yo, what's up everybody? Jesus here. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Captain America the Winter Soldier. After the cataclysmic events in New York with his fellow Avengers, Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, lives in the nation's capital as he tries to adjust to modern times. An attack on a S.H.I.E.L.D. colleague throws Rogers into a web of intrigue that places the whole world at risk. Joining forces with the Black Widow and a new ally, the Falcon, played by Anthony Mackie, Rogers struggles to expose an ever-widening conspiracy, but he and his team soon come up against an unexpected enemy. No spoilers. Well, to be honest, he's much better than Guy Pearce's villain was if you saw my spoiler-filled review of Iron Man 3. If you haven't, well, wait until you watch the movie first before you get into spoiler territory. Just saying. Anyways, to start off, let me tell you a brief summary before I get started. Before I first watched this film, I also stayed away from spoilers, by the way, which is very wise on my part. But when it was first released in theaters, which I'm bummed that I didn't get the chance to see it when it first came out, but I heard everybody was saying that this movie was an improvement in the Marvel Universe. And when I hauled my butt to my local library to pick up the DVD of this movie, I put it in my old portable DVD player, which doesn't work anymore in terms of taking it on the go. I mean, I can take it on the go, but I cannot plug it out to play it. The battery life is busted. And when I plug it out, it turns off unexpectedly, like how a normal DVD player functions, so there's that. But anyways, I put the movie in, gave it a go, and what did I think about this movie? It was awesome! I mean, so awesome that I almost want to purchase my own Blu-ray copy of it like right away. Such an awesome film. The CGI is really no surprise at all. I'm always expecting great CG and visuals in this movie. It always delivers. Really, I'm not joking around. They knocked it out of the park with their tremendous work when it comes to kick-butt action sequences. Let me touch upon that for a moment. The action sequences are insane. The way Captain America fights and uses his shield as a weapon is so quick and energetic that it feels very painful in terms of punching and kicking and throwing people around and smacking them into walls or stuff like that. I mean, there are a few violent scenes in this movie that are very painful to watch, but in a way that made me be all like, dang, that must have hurt bad. But you know what? It felt realistic. It really feels like they're actually getting hurt. Not being morbid or sadistic or anything, but as much as I like physical hand-to-hand combat like the Avengers or Star Wars and whatnot, but the gritty action and gunplay is fantastic in this film. Whenever I hear an unexpected hit detection on a random person, it really feels like you're actually getting punched, which is an intense feat to pull off, honestly. Right on the money, literally, Marvel. The camera work and cinematography, on the other hand, on one side though, the cinematography is great when it comes to helicarrier action scenes, which is so entertaining to watch, but the camera work can be a bit shaky and hard to concentrate on the action at the same time. But you know, I get the fact that they didn't make it as much of a blockbuster as it felt to us, since this was a big budget film with the right use of CGI and realistic practical locations, which is great for film in general, but I wish that the camera would stay still and focus more. But still, that did not bring the movie down though. There are still great things to be said about this movie. Keep watching. The direction and coaching from the Russo brothers once again was well handled, and it kind of writes itself. They treated it like it's an actual blockbuster film. The action, the espionage, the drama, the characters, the list goes on. It doesn't feel like some sort of cheap cliche story where a character notices trouble and it's up to him to save the world, which has been done countless upon countless times in film history. No, in this film, sure, Steve Rogers has an important earth-shattering mission up his sleeve, but there's this one scene where a character reveals who he actually is right in front of Rogers' face, but I promise I will not spoil it here for you. But he has to figure out who set up Captain America for a crime he did not commit and confront this masked figure who's about to destroy all of humanity mostly. That's another depiction of the apocalypse right there. Not only that, but it's also impressive, well-executed storytelling, if I do say so myself. Great job! Speaking of which, the Marvel Universe is full of creativity when it comes to telling a cohesive story, for movies in general mostly. And this movie clearly shows us hardcore moviegoers that if you want to make a good movie, it also doesn't have to be a movie. It can be a TV series series or video game campaign, whatever works for you. Either way, try your best, take your time, do what the people ask for. It doesn't matter how long it takes to make a movie or a TV series or whatever, as long as you have a well-balanced budget, get talented people to help you make it, release it to the world, and see what the people have to say about your own project. This movie did all of those things. In the end, to sum things up, Captain America the Winter Soldier was one of the best Marvel Universe films I've ever seen since the first Avenger, or the Avengers mostly. It had a great sense of drama, interesting antagonists, great characters, great chemistry for our main characters, and an interesting and action-packed story. Wow, magnifique. So as a result, I rate Captain America the Winter Soldier a solid 5 out of 5 stars. Now, I'm not saying the first Avenger was not as good as this movie or anything. That movie was adventurous fun, but this is one of the most intriguing than the first Avenger is what I'm saying. We have 2 more Marvel films to go before Avengers Infinity War. Stay tuned. So Captain America the Winter Soldier, have you seen it? If you haven't, highly recommend it. Please go check it out. It was awesome. But if you have, come back and let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Also, if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share that video with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for this review. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell right next to you so you can be notified of future videos that I have in store for you. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.